Hi everyone, and welcome back to Faith and Flower. If you're new here, my name is Robin, and on my channel I have a series on my gray hair transition. So last April, so it's been 10 months now, I stopped dyeing my hair to cover my gray. And I wanted to give you a quick update because I know you guys are super observant and you might notice something different about my hair. So what I did was I went back to dyeing my hair. But I did not cover my gray. I only covered the dyed or previously dyed areas, and I left all my natural hair growth alone. And I'll show you how I did that with the help of my really sweet husband, Patrick. Basically, I had hair growth that was starting to get lighter and lighter and lighter because I was not maintaining the color. It was starting to look really brassy and really bad, especially in contrast to the much darker hair that was growing in, and the gray isn't even really the issue. It was just this brassy hair. So I had the idea after talking with my good friend Emily, who also cut my hair. So I got a couple more inches taken off my hair, which feels really good. It always feels so healthy after you get those dead ends trimmed off. And as she was cutting my hair, we were talking about what I could do about this brassy hair. So she suggested using a semi-permanent, so it's not permanent. In fact, it's one made by Clairol called Natural Instincts. I used to use it years and years ago, and it washes out of your hair in 28 shampoos. So I felt like this was a good thing to experiment with, and it wasn't any kind of a permanent decision. And so if I didn't like it, I just would have to wait it out, and I'm really happy the way it turned out. But my husband basically just layer by layer painted the ends of my hair that were very brassy with a color that was just a little bit lighter than my roots. So there's still some contrast, but it is not as glaringly obvious to me anymore. I know a lot of you are probably going to give me comments about, oh, I thought you ditched the dye, you weren't going to dye your hair anymore. And I just want to stress that the point was not to cover my gray. I didn't cover any of the gray. There's still plenty of that in here. It's all still growing in. And we basically just covered up some of the brassy color that was the previously dyed hair. And I just wanted to share it with you because, like I said, I know you guys are super observant, and someone was going to ask me about the color change in my hair. But also, this might be a great, sort of way to get through your gray transition if you're in a similar situation to me. I just wasn't happy with my hair, and I felt like if I was going to have a successful transition, there were a couple things I might be able to try to make it easier. And so that's just why I'm sharing this with you today. The other thing is, if you are a hairstylist, I probably did this all wrong. I'm not saying that I am in any way a professional colorist, and I'm sure our technique was terrible, but I did achieve what I was after, and that was just to soften my hair to bring it a little bit closer to what my natural color is, and let the gray come in without there being that contrast between the previously dyed and my natural color. And so I'm happy with it, and in 28 days when it washes out, if the brassiness is back, I'll decide then whether I want to continue with it. We'll just see how it goes. Let me show you what we did. Here's the before. You can see the 10 months of natural growth. It's sort of a medium ash brown, I would say, and then the previously dyed hair, which has gotten lighter and lighter. I'm using this Clairol Natural Instincts in a light cool brown, which is 6A, and it's a semi-permanent hair color, so it washes out in just 28 shampoos. I bought mine at Target, but I found it and put it in my Amazon store. You can find the link for that in the description box, and I just did that to make it easier for you guys to find if you're interested. The box contains 3 different containers. 1 is the color, 2 is the developer, and 3 is the conditioner that you use afterwards. I'm going to mix the color and the developer together in this dish. And I had this dish from when I previously dyed my hair along with a brush. Neither one of those things are included in the box, but they will make it a lot easier for the way that I plan to apply it to my hair today. You can find mixing dishes and hair application brushes like this at a place like Sally Beauty Supply. I got mine from esalon.com, which is where I used to order my hair color that I applied at home. I sectioned off my hair, and Patrick started with the lowest layer, just painting all of the very light ends. Once the first layer was finished, we let down the hair from the next layer and just went on from there, layer by layer, just repeating the same process. And no, this is not a professional how-to. I am not a professional colorist, and if you are, I apologize. Then I set my timer for 20 minutes, rinsed it out in the shower, and followed it with the conditioner that was included in the box. And here's what it looked like afterwards. I styled it straight because I felt that you would be able to see the results a little bit better. And as you can see, there's still plenty of gray around my face. We didn't cover any of that, but the contrast between the previously dyed hair and the natural color that is coming in is reduced. And that was my goal, so I'm really happy with it. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. It really does help out my channel. And if you are new, I would love for you to subscribe. It's easy and it's totally free. And if you activate the bell icon, you'll be notified each time I upload a new video so you don't miss out on anything. Thank you guys for coming along on this gray journey with me. I know several of you have left me really encouraging comments about how you've already done this, and you were really happy with the results. I love that. It's so encouraging, not just for me, but for anyone else that's going through this transition. And then there are quite a few of you that are in this with me. So I think this is a really nice way for us to encourage each other. You know, it's at least a 2-year journey for most of us. So it's really nice to have friends along for this. And I know there are probably plenty of you out there that totally disagree with what I'm doing. I've heard from some of you, and that's fine too. We can agree to disagree about the reasons why we want to stop dyeing our hair and accept the aging process in a graceful way, or continue to dye your hair, and there's definitely no judgment on my part if you choose to dye your hair. So that said, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for spending your time with me. I look forward to seeing you in the comments and in the next video.